Commentaries. They're like uninvited guests crashing a conversation no one asked them to be a part of. Comparable to a spreading disease, infecting various communities and causing embarrassment when admitted. The symptoms are distinct, afflicting users with an inflated ego, incessant talking, Tourette's-like speech patterns, and an inability to stay silent. Much like a communicable disease, commentaries spread deeper within communities until no one is left untainted. Relentlessly persistent, they fuel the creation of more and more pointless content, seemingly unstoppable. Unless YouTube implements some form of digital protection, we'll have to be more cautious. We must exercise caution in who we engage with, since commentaries thrive on not being directly addressed. Oddly enough, the best way to provoke a commentary from another user is to talk about everything except them. Whether it's their friends, the weather, or even dish soap, as long as they aren't mentioned, they feel obligated to respond. Commentators are like flies drawn to anything and everything. Although this analogy may not make sense to you right now, eventually a commentator will stumble upon this video and make a commentary about that one line. It's just that easy for them. They can't resist. It's a compulsive behavior, like drinking, using drugs, or masturbating. They're driven by forces beyond their control. Whenever they encounter a video receiving attention, something clicks in their heads, urging them to grab hold. They are completely powerless to resist. Instead of creating something original, unique, or meaningful, commentaries leech off the work of others. They attach themselves like parasites, and once they've latched on, they are extremely difficult to get rid of. From that point onward, they respond to every video made by another user, nitpicking unnecessary details and calling out things that didn't need to be called out in the first place. Throughout this process, they convince themselves that what they're doing is entertaining and informative. However, in reality, it is neither. It's a desperate attempt to gain attention for themselves. Just like any other communicable disease, there are different types of commentaries. They can be classified together, even though they may vary in form. Let's take a moment to explore these different kinds of commentaries and what they offer. First, we have the cutaway type. Popular among the young furry demographic on YouTube, it has gained significant popularity in recent years. This style involves interspersing reaction images throughout the video being commented on, often stretching a 5-minute video into 50 minutes. The overuse of a limited selection of reaction images is a common characteristic, considering the finite supply of available images. Another notable feature is the excessive use of anime characters, hinting at a prevalence of weeaboos among this style's creators. Next, we have the audio ducking style. This type relies on lowering the original video's audio track to allow the commentator's voice to be heard simultaneously. Unlike the cutaway style, it does not alter the length of the original video. This style can be attributed to the influence of Retsupre, although imitators lack the humor that made Retsupre successful. Then there is the silent commentary category, often used by less tech-savvy individuals. You can identify this type by the absence of the video or audio being commented on. Whether it's due to an oversight or a lack of knowledge in video editing, it remains a mystery. These commentaries provide little entertainment value and are akin to watching a monkey eat its own waste, an experience riddled with pity and disgust. Finally, we have the increasing prevalence of commentaries on commentaries. With countless videos being commented on, the choices for fresh content have dwindled. This has led to commentaries that blur the lines of who is commenting on what, resulting in a chaotic mess of back and forth arguments. Projections suggest that this style may dominate the commentary landscape, culminating in an overwhelming influx of intertwined commentaries. Now that we understand what commentaries are and the different types they come in, we're left with the question, what now? How do we survive these types of lackluster and unoriginal content until Google's final solution is realized? Some may suggest disconnecting from the internet altogether, but that seems foolish. After all, most people's imaginations can't compete with the allure of online content. Avoiding video content sites entirely would also mean sacrificing beloved cat videos and funny clips. The best solution, then, is to refrain from contributing to the problem itself. We must make a concentrated effort to stem the tide of commentaries. And how do we do that? It's simple, by not making them ourselves. See? It's as straightforward as that.